On this fated day of, what is it, April 18th of 2019, Bushiroad made me cartwheel out of bed just to deliver the news to you. It didn't actually make me, but I chose of my own free will, but we got a lot of news for the new season of the Vanguard anime, including the new gift marker mechanic as well. Or not mechanic, but the new effect. So I'm going to quickly go over. The first thing we saw was a little trailer that showed us the upcoming season of the anime, which is going to be focusing on the Vanguard Koshien. It's going to be kind of like a school tournament in a way, but what's really exciting is that they showed at the very end of that trailer that Mamoru from G will be also showing up and will be using what looks to be Blade Master. Now to me, as a huge G fan, this is insanely exciting. Like after I saw this I was like, oh my god, so I can't wait till we have more news on that. Like I'm not sure how this makes sense timeline wise, since Mamoru should be quite young, because in G, at the start of G, he was already like 21, 22, so I feel like he should be relatively young here too, so it's going to be interesting to see how that paces out. Then the producers talked about the new era in Japan, which is Reiwa, but I guess that's not very important for us. There's going to be 100 different ads for the upcoming season in Tokyo. There's going to be a new TV show that they're going to be doing for Vanguard as well, which they haven't done in a while. Then they talked about the kind of like anime schedule. So first we're going to have 25 episodes of this season throughout the 2019 season, and then we're going to have another 25 episodes of another season where it says now planning throughout the 2019 season starting from July. So that's going to be pretty exciting. But after the 2020 season, that's going to be something new, potentially without Aichi. Then they showed Reza Sullen's new opening and new ending, which go on sale on July 19th. So they're both really good songs. I recommend checking it out. They're going to be, you can check back this live stream again just to see the songs if you want, but they're really, really nice. Then they went on to talk about the gameplay. So what happens in the trading card game? So they showed the 2018 season and the 2019 season, where it shows support for the 24 clans. And obviously the most exciting part of all of this is that we get the new imaginary gift types, which, as a lot of us predicted, are just Force 2, Accel 2, and Protect 2. So what all of these do, they are, they're basically sideways, kind of like impact monsters or climaxes in Vice Schwartz, so that's, it's pretty nice. But so these are new gift marker types, and what happens is that when you ride up to your grade 3, you have to choose between either using the gift 1 type or the gift 2 type, so you get a choice, which is quite nice. But after you've picked one, you're locked into that gift type for the rest of that game. So, we're gonna now go over the effects, and you'll see which clans profit from which one. So, Force 2, Vanguard or Rearguard Circle is where you may put it, and then the unit on top of it gains an extra critical, however it does not stack. So putting another Force 2 on the same circle will not add the critical to 3 or 4, so you have to keep putting it to different circles. So I guess there's really just a limit of 3 of these that you can use without, wasting any, or putting it on your back row, circles, which doesn't really do much. But then the Accel 2 has the effect that when you gain it, you draw 1, which is what I think Solemn predicted, and then during your turn, the unit on top of this Accel marker gains power plus 5k. So it's basically, instead of getting the 10k power, you get a 5k power and you draw 1, which is honestly really amazing, and I think a lot of Accel clans will actually prefer that, so that's definitely super cool. Protect 2 actually goes to the rearguard circle, and the unit on top of that circle gains plus 5k power and shield plus 10,000. So this is a permanent effect in a sense, so it's on both turns, so the unit there will gain that 5k power during your opponent's turn too, and also keep the plus 10k shield as well. Now I'm sure this puts some question marks in people's faces, because usually when you intercept with a unit it loses the power bonus or whatever, when going to the Guardian Circle, so I'm sure they're going to retcon that ruling a little bit to make sure that the shield is kept, otherwise this makes Protect 2 a little bit worse. But otherwise, I mean, Force 2, for example, seemingly useless for DP, but then for Bermudas, when you think about it, it's pretty crazy. Same with Accel 2, like a lot of these new abilities are actually insanely good, and I think they're gonna just add a lot of variety to the game. Just keep in mind that when you ride up to your grade 3, you do have to choose one of the 2 types, so whether you stay with Force 1 or Force 2, Accel 1 or Accel 2, or Protect 1 or Protect 2. Things can differ depending on the clan you're playing, so definitely very exciting to see that. Moving forward, we did get some news on how these new gifts will be distributed. So they'll be present as just a free bonus in the Daivanga site taking place at the start of May, and also they'll be box toppers in both the Heroic Evolution as well as My Glorious Justice, which are the 2 upcoming extra boosters. And then after May 17th, every time you spend 500 yen for Vanguard products, you will receive one of these new gift types as a present. Then they showed us some of the upcoming sets, because we already knew the clans that are coming up, but we didn't know the actual packs. So this is a visual showing what's coming up. Then they showed the new start decks that they have revealed before, so these will be aimed at beginners, and they include a new critical for each clan. So we see Liu for Royal Paladin, as well as the Revenger crit for Shadow Paladin, which is really exciting, and this is also the first reveal of the new Blaster Dark artwork as well, so that's definitely very exciting, I'm sure, for the Blaster Dark fans. Then they showed us an artwork for Booster Pack 05 and Booster Pack 06 of the V-Series respectively, with Gancelot and Mordred, which is a very thematic, kind of combo. So the details for VBT05 have Gancelot on the cover, with the clans being, as we already know, Royal Paladin, OTT, Narukami, Nubatama, and Gold Paladin. So I think a lot of people are excited for Gancelot. I am also a pretty big fan of Gancelot myself, even though I don't play Royals anymore, but he's definitely a super cool unit, and I'm glad that his artist also stayed, because it just looks so good. Then for VBT06, which releases in August in Japan, it has 84 different card types, and it does include Shadow Paladin, Dark Regulars, Pale Moon, and Murakumo, so basically the AL4 clans. And I'm sure a lot of people are excited for Mordred too. I'm pretty sure this is one of Solemn's favorite artworks as well, like the original Mordred, so I'm sure he's going to be really excited. Then there's going to be a chance to get metallic gift markers in the new sets, but they're going to be pretty exclusive, and I'm not sure if they're coming out of Japan just yet, so do keep that in mind. Then they showed off the GP Akiba, which is going to be a live-streamed event for the premium format in Japan. They already did this once before, so it's going to be pretty exciting to see this once again. Then the voice actors of both Kai and Aichi went on well, not on stage, but there was a recording of them, just talking about their characters for the new season. Kai's voice actor Sato Takuya did talk about how, Kai has to get back Overlord and whatnot, and just talking about what's going for Kai in the next season, and it's going to be a new kind of side of Kai that we haven't seen. And then Tsubasa Yanaga, the Aichi's voice actor, talked about how in the next season, their club is going to be told to disband and things like that, and it's going to be a whole different show as well. So then we got Daigo to show up, and he just talked about how he's going to be showing up for the next commercial. Then we basically had, Bushiroad's old boss, Kidani, show up on stage. He advertised the monthly Bushiroad, as well as a new book, which is the Secrets of Card Games, which talk about card game design and things like that, and why card games are great. And then that was basically the end of the live stream. The host signed off, and that was it. So this was a lot of news, actually. It doesn't feel like there was that much, but it was actually pretty big. Like, we got the new trailer, which showed that G characters are returning, and we'll also get some of the G-era units with gift markers, which is pretty hype. We got a lot of information for this new season. We got the new gift marker effects, which are also really exciting. It's going to open up a lot of, different new strategies for the game as well. We got some of the new products as well. Sadly, no Daikaiser reveal, but I guess we're going to get that over time. And that, that it doesn't sound like much, but it really was quite a lot to think about, and it's going to impact the game quite a lot. So I hope you guys are excited, because I surely am. There's going to be a lot of stuff going forward for Vanguard in 2019, so I hope you guys are just as excited. So that's going to be it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.